Hello everyone, this is Anurag Nisha and today we are going to discuss the world is facing the major geopolitical challenges in 2023. The challenges including the rise of China, conflict in Ukraine, and the global energy crisis. First of all, the rise of China. China is the world's second largest economy and is rapidly becoming a global superpower. China's rise has been met with the both opportunity and concern from the other countries. Some countries see China as a potential partner in trade and development, while others see it as a growing threat. China's rise has also led to a number of geopolitical changes. One challenge is the growing rivalry between the China and the United States. The United States has long been the world's leading superpower, but China is now challenging that status. This rivalry has led to increased tension between the two countries and it has led the potential to destabilize the global order. Another challenge is posed by the China's rise in its territorial claims in the southern China Sea. China has been asserting its control over the South China Sea, and which has led to tensions with other countries in the region, such as Vietnam and Philippines. These tensions have the potential to escalate into the conflict. Now, the conflict in Ukraine. The conflict in Ukraine is another major geopolitical changes facing the world today. The conflict began in 2014 when Russia annexed the Crimean Peninsula from Ukraine. Since then, there has been a fighting between the Russian-backed separatist and Ukrainian force in the Austrian Ukraine. The conflict in Ukraine has led a number of negative consequences and it has led to humanitarian crisis in eastern Ukraine and it has also destabilized the region. The conflict has also had a negative impact on the global economy. The conflict in Ukraine is a complex issue with no easy solution. However, it is important to understand the geopolitical challenges posed by the conflict in order to find the way to resolve it. The global energy crisis. The global energy crisis is another major geopolitical challenge facing the world today. The crisis caused by the number of factors, including the war in Ukraine, the COVID-19 pandemic, and climate change. The war in Ukraine has disrupted energy supplies from the Russia, which is the major exporter of the oil and gas. The COVID-19 pandemic has also disrupted energy supplies as it has led to lower demand for energy. Climate change is also a factor in the energy crisis as it is leading to the more extreme weather events which can disrupt energy production and transportation. The global energy crisis has a number of negative consequences. It's leading to higher energy prices, which is impacting businesses and consumers. The crisis is also leading to increased tension between countries as they compete for access to energy resources. The global energy crisis is a serious challenge, but it's insurmountable. There are a number of steps that can be taken to address the crisis, such as increasing energy efficiency, investing in renewable energy, and diversifying energy supplies. These are just a few of major geopolitical challenges facing the world today. These challenges are complex and interconnected. They will require a coordinated international response to address them. However, by addressing these challenges, we can begin to find the way to resolve them. And now we are going to understand what is the India's opinion of such a situation that India is a major player in the major global geopolitical landscape. The country has a long history of independence and has a strong military base. India is also with a major economic power with a growing middle class. India has a number of concerns about the current geopolitical changes. The country is worried about the rise of the China as it sees China as a potential threat to its security. It is also concerned about the conflict in Ukraine as it sees the conflict as a destabilizing force in the region. India has taken a number of steps to address these challenges. The country has strengthened the military and it has also increased its cooperation with other countries in the region, such as United States and Japan. India has also called for a peaceful resolution to the conflict in Ukraine. About Russia. Russia is another major player in the global geopolitical landscape. The country is major military power and it has a large nuclear arsenal. Russia is also a major energy exporter, and Russia's situation is quite complex. The country is facing a number of challenges, including ongoing conflict in Ukraine and the global energy crisis and the Western sanctions. Russia is also facing a number of internal challenges such as economic stagnation and political stabilizing. It's unclear how Russia will respond to these challenges. And now we are going to understand the UK and France. It's also a major player in the global geopolitical landscape. The two countries are the member of G7 and NATO, and they have a strong military presence. UK and France are concerned about the rise of China, and they are also concerned about the conflict in Ukraine. The two countries have taken a number of steps to address these challenges, including increasing the military spending and the strengthening their cooperation with other countries. UK and France are also facing a number of internal challenges such as Brexit and COVID-19 pandemic. These challenges are likely to have an impact on the country's geopolitical stance in the years to come. These are the few geopolitical challenges facing the world today. These challenges are complex and interconnected, and we have to understand these challenges mentioned above. There are so many geopolitical challenges facing the world today. These include the rise of nationalism, threat of terrorism, the spread of nuclear weapon. These challenges are interconnected and they pose a serious threat to global peace and security. It's important to be aware of these challenges and to work together to address them. By working together, we can build a more peaceful and prosperous world for all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe Gita Nandan Academy. Think more, learn more.